Hello everyone, it's Melinda here with CatSmashPuzzles, and today we're doing part 2 of the 2026 Texas State Championship run by SpeedPuzzling.com. And in my last video, I went over the solo event and the solo pyramid event, so go ahead and check that one out. This video will cover the pairs relay, and the teams event. So this video should be published as I am in Nationals, so go check out the live stream if you haven't already, USA JPA. Link will be down below, so don't spoil it for me. I'm pre-recording this before Nationals, so yes. I'm excited, very much so, and so I'm just looking forward to the results for that. I do plan to do the 100th episode starting the National Series. Hopefully I'll get it out on time. There'll be a lot of footage to go through. Now, let's go on to Texas State Championship because that's the main thing we're doing today. Now, in my last video, I did second place in the local for the solo division and third for the Texas State Championship. And then for the solo pyramid, I did first locally and then second place for the Texas Championship. So, third and second place, doing pretty good. So let's see how I do for the next 3 events. Now, the schedule was solo event, then pairs relay, then pairs, then the solo pyramid, then teams. So I did skip it a little bit, but I figured keeping the solo events together made a little more sense. I'll do the pairs relay back to back, and then I'll go over the teams. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, again, I had a bit of a camera issue in the last video. Thankfully, I got all the competition footage after that. It was just a one 300-piece puzzle I did not catch on video. But everything else I got a good recording of. Now, me and Christina paired up for the pairs relay and the pairs, so we'll go over the pairs relay first. I'll do a brief synopsis of that. Basically, pairs relay is you have a 2 300-piece puzzle and you go back and forth every 5 minutes, each of you doing the puzzle individually, and then if you finish a puzzle, you can help your partner, but you can't touch the pieces. So you can point to a piece, say that goes there, and then every 5 minutes you switch on that one puzzle until it's completed. So that's how pair relays works. I've gone over it a few times. Hopefully it's no longer a confusing aspect now that you've seen footage of it. But it's a lot of fun. There's also a team relay, which I look forward to doing one day. Hopefully that will be in a competition in the near future. But pairs relay is fun. Me and Christina do pretty well. We have our basically our system where we have the 2 puzzles sideways like this, so neither one of us is doing it upside down. And then we simply pivot to each of the puzzles. That way we don't switch seats or anything like that, go around the whole table, wasting 2 or 3 seconds that way. So these are actually the 2 puzzles that they did the pairs relay. Austin and Dallas-Fort Worth. Now, obviously, they did it in the 210-piece count here. This is the 500 one. This is the 210-piece count. But I gave the 200 one to Christina and got this one from the Boardwalk shop that was there because I had won third place in the solos or the solo pyramid. I'm not sure when I picked it up. Basically, it was free because of my winnings. And I love this puzzle. I really, really did. I don't know why, but the Austin mini puzzle came together so quickly for me. It was such a fun one to do, and I'm very much looking forward to doing the 500 version here. But as you can see, the DFW one is very busy. And funny enough, Clarissa, me, and Shay, and Christina basically practiced before the mini tournament. If you remember, the mini tournament actually got moved to the afternoon because of the snowstorm that we had in the U.S., and it delayed a lot of shipments. So we actually did have time. They were already up here in DFW to come and practice, so we actually did practice this puzzle as a 500-piece. And so I was familiar with this one, not familiar with the Austin one. So me and Christina weren't too bad, but this one is still hard. We remember we did it over 30 minutes for our team, which is, kind of slow for us for a 500-piece puzzle. But it was a difficult, very busy puzzle. And so when we saw what puzzles they were, we immediately were like, oh, okay, we should do better on this one. This one was just easy, in my opinion. Just easy. It just came together so quickly. But next to us was Melinda and Kenzie, and they had done both these puzzles as practice beforehand. So maybe it wasn't going to be as easy as we thought. And then for the pairs event, we did a Scooby-Doo puzzle. Now it wasn't this one. It was actually more of a collage of Scooby-Doo. I'll show you a picture of it right here. Kind of different episodes they were in. Like the Mummy was one of them. Like they were in like the Ice Monster, I think was another, and a carnival. There was different sections of the puzzle for the Scooby-Doo gang. And I don't know if you know this, but like mermaids, I like Scooby-Doo, so I'm very familiar with the characters. And so I felt like me and Christina would do a very good job when I saw that it was a Scooby-Doo puzzle. It was also a masterpiece puzzle, and I do pretty good with masterpieces, at least 500s. So again, together, I think we were going to do very good. So our goals were to be, I think, in the top 3. I think it was very doable to do that. So let's...
Greg, are you ready to start the timer? We're starting relay. So this is the fun one. Have a good time. You ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, it's awesome!
Okay. No! I'm not doing the poster.
Oh man. Well, we did that one at least once.
Okay, mine is standard.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go!
I love Scooby-Doo. Oh, yeah, tell me that's fun here. Scooby-Doo. I'm gonna start pulling boards. Okay.
Well, gotta say, we did pretty good for the pairs relay and the pairs event at the Texas State Championship. So the pairs relay was first, and we did Austin and Dallas-Fort Worth, 210-piece puzzles from Boardwalk, and we did that in 18 minutes and 8 seconds, which is pretty good. I do think that we definitely want to try to stay under the 20-minute mark, so we only basically rotate 3 times, and I think we did that pretty successfully. We finished the Austin one first. Again, I feel like that was such an easier puzzle. It went together so quickly. But yeah, we did struggle with this one at the end a little bit. But ultimately, we got it done, and we got first place in the DFW location and second place in the state of Texas. Once again, we were defeated by the young guy in Houston, but we were only 5 seconds ahead of third place, which was Melinda and Kenzie. They had done this puzzle before, so just our speed kept us even with them, even with their knowledge of these puzzles. And so, yeah, that was quite a nail biter on that one, and it was a lot of fun. We kind of laughed at it afterwards, and you know what? That's where you know that the good competition's going, because we're so close in time instead of massive gaps here and there. But yes, we wanted to stay under 20 minutes, which we did, and we had a lot of fun. So Christy and I won the local and won second place in the Texas State for pairs relay. And as for pairs, we did the Scooby-Doo puzzle in 29 minutes and 49 seconds, right under that 30-minute mark, which is where we want to be for pairs. And man, I saw that time go, ticking away. I'm like, we're going to get under 30 minutes. I know we can do it. And we got there. A lot of Scooby-Doo faces, unfortunately. So like the brown was a little confusing at certain times. And I think me and Christina have the issue of we kind of try to help each other out, but we get in each other's way when we do that, especially flipping and sorting. But we did that with disassembling the puzzle a little bit, and so that kind of slowed us down, I think, a tad. But otherwise, we did pretty good. And for our local DFW location, we got first place. And in Texas, we once again got second place. And yes, again, the kid in Houston beat us by about 4 minutes. He did it with his pair partner in 25 minutes. And so, yeah, second place all around for pairs. First place locally. Can't complain. Me and Christina are doing much better. We're kind of synced up with each other a little bit. So I think we're definitely ready for nationals. And we're looking forward to see where we place nationally, not just Texas-wise. Alrighty, so that was the pairs relay and pairs event. So we'll move on to the team event, which I don't have the puzzle with me. I believe Clarissa took it home, but it was the Historic Locomotives by Cobble Hill, 1,000 pieces. And unlike the mini tournament where it was a 500-piece puzzle, this is a 1,000, definitely bigger and definitely better preparation for nationals. So we definitely wanted to try to do this a bit more organized. And so we kind of had Clarissa, she sort of sorted for us, helped us out that way. And me and Christina took the border, we finished the border up, and then we basically started doing each section that we felt kind of stood out to us. I did the top right sky, and I think Christina did the bottom. We kind of just stuck where we were. Me and Clarissa were doing the puzzle upside down, and Shay and Christina were doing it right side up, because they seem to have they struggle a little bit doing it upside down, so I don't have an issue with it. It doesn't bother me much. And Clarissa was all right with it as well. So we just sort of organized it that way. And our goal was to be under 40 minutes for this. I think we've done it at least once, but we tend to be in the low 40-minute range for 1,000 piece for the 4 of us. So we kind of had our plan. We kind of, buckled down and got started with this 1,000 piece puzzle. It's Cobble Hill, which is random cut, which doesn't bother me, doesn't bother Christina or Shay. And again, Shay had just won first place in the solo event. And so we were a pretty quick team. So let's see how we do. Let's smash it.
Okay. Let's get ready to puzzle. On 3, 2, 1, go.
And if you guys want a picture, do you think I'm safe to do this?
Well, that was Historic Locomotives by Cobble Hill, 1,000 pieces. And Christina, Shay, Clarissa, and I finished that in 40 minutes and 42 seconds, which is not bad. We were almost under that 40-minute mark, but not quite. It was definitely a trickier puzzle. I remember doing the red sections. I remember doing the sky. And it came together rather quickly for me. It's one of those things when you're in a team event like that, especially 1,000 piece, you feel like you just don't, contribute too much, but you are. And it doesn't appear that way because the puzzle's coming together a lot quicker than it normally would by yourself. But you know what? We contributed. We all did our part. The only thing I think we could be faster is just maybe not having the puzzle kind of really in front of me and Christina. We need to probably shift it to the middle so that way Clarissa and Shay could reach a little better and then not reaching over us. I do think that kind of hurts the back a little more, and they have to make an effort to actually reach over. Also, the pieces kind of being out of reach of like Christina. And then one of the things that we actually did practice-wise just recently for nationals is we probably thought we need to use the boards and have all the pieces on the board so we can pass them to each other instead of me kind of grabbing a section to give to Christina because she ran out of pieces. So we kind of learned a few different tactics with this, but overall it was a pretty successful run. Now, where did that place us? We got first place locally in the DFW location, and we were about 7 minutes ahead of second place there. However, we did not get first place in Texas. That once again went to that young boys team up down in Houston, but they only beat us by like 3 minutes. So honestly, not bad at all. I think we have the ability to catch up. And, Clarissa was wonderful, but me, Christina, Shay are being teamed up with Megan, and apparently she's also a very fast sorter, but she's also kind of a quick puzzler as well. So she is a black belt from SpeedPuzzling.com, and I do think that with the practice that Christina, Shay, and I did, just the three of us together, we were getting times in the top 5 from the prior nationals times that for the team events. So, like, we did one of the puzzles, which I think was the Lake Tanawi, the yellow one with the lake. We did that one in 48 minutes, just the three of us. And I think the fastest time was like 44 minutes. But we were like 4th place or 5th place with that one, something like that, 8th place maybe, something along those lines. So we were missing a teammate and we were getting top tier times. So I do think with the help of Megan, we will be very successful in nationals regarding our team event. So I'm very excited to go forward with that. And again, this video is being published on Friday, March 26th, and I'm in nationals, hopefully having a lot of fun with puzzle chess, doing my solo event heat, and doing very well. So again, go check out the USA JPA live stream. If you can't watch it live, go ahead and watch the video recordings. They will still be posted for you if you can't do it live. So final results. So this is for the entire Texas State Championship, DFW, and the Houston location combined. Solo, I got 3rd place out of 122 participants in the advanced section. For the pairs relay, Christina and I got 2nd place out of 101 pairs. And then for pairs, we got 2nd place out of 92 pairs. For my solo pyramid, I got 2nd place out of 26 participants that went to the final 3rd round. And for teams, we got 2nd place out of 50 teams. Which, you know what? So basically 3rd place and up for almost all the categories. No first place wins on this one. There's still quite a ways for me to practice and try to improve in order to beat that #1 Texan, who, if he could participate in the solo nationals, he would be the fastest in the nation. So he's the bar. That's what I'm trying to catch up to. But as for everything else, we had a lot of fun, despite all the hiccups and, chaoticness of everything. I do think that the Texas State Championship in 2027 will be something I can maybe try to get 2nd, if not 1st place. It'll be very difficult to do, but I have another year to practice to build my way up to that. I've improved so much in this last year, and at this point, it's now just chipping away at the top. And in order to do that, you really got to put your best foot forward. And that's what I'm going to be trying to do. My first nationals here, going on right now, and I'm hoping that it goes out very well, and I can maybe improve my goals for next year. So, Texas State Championship 2026. We definitely smashed it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.